Imagine a rifle whose bullet delivers nearly 12 tons of energy on impact, enough to punch through light vehicle armor at half a mile. In episode 3 of Legendary Rifles, we spotlight the Ukrainian Snipex Alligator, a bolt-action anti-materiel rifle chambered in the 14.5 by 114 millimeter. This monster sniper fires a huge round, approximately 62-gram projectile, at 980 meters per second, producing on the order of 23,380 foot-pounds, or approximately 32,000 joules of muzzle energy. In other words, a single shot has roughly twice the power of a .50 BMG round. Its claimed reach is remarkable. The Alligator can engage targets out to 4,000 meters, about 4 miles. In this episode of our ongoing series, we trace how this colossal...
The Alligator's roots lie in the Soviet Union's legacy of giant rifles. In World War II, the Red Army fielded the PTRD-41 bolt-action anti-tank rifle, firing the 14.5 mm 114 mm round. Though effective against early German tanks, that concept faded post-war as missile weapons took over. In the 1980s-90s, the idea resurfaced. Ronnie Barrett's 50 caliber rifle created a new anti-materiel class, and South Africa's Denel built the NTW-20 in 20 mm and 14.5 mm. By the 2010s, Ukraine revived 14.5 mm anti-materiel rifles. Kharkiv's Hado firm designed the Snipex series in 14.5 mm, 114 mm, culminating in the Alligator. Officially unveiled mid-2020, the Alligator was formally adopted by Ukraine's military in early 2021. It has since been issued to special sniper teams in the Russo-Ukrainian War. The Alligator even achieved a confirmed 2,710-meter kill in 2022, and a reported 4,000-meter shot in 2025. The Snipex Alligator thus carries forward the Soviet-era's 14.5 mm legacy in a modern form. Its 14.5 mm 114 mm cartridge was originally developed for the Soviet KPV heavy machine gun, a cannon-caliber round meant to disable vehicles at range. Today, it finds new life in this anti-materiel sniper rifle.
The Alligator is truly a giant among rifles. It measures about 2.0 meters long and weighs roughly 25 kilograms, 55 pounds. A 1.2 meter, 47-inch heavy barrel maximizes velocity. Key specifications: caliber 14.5 by 114 millimeter Soviet heavy machine gun round. This cannon caliber bullet weighs about 62 grams, 2.2 ounces, and was originally designed for anti-armor use. Action: manually operated bolt action, conventional layout, bolt in front of trigger. Fired from a detachable 5-round box magazine, sheet metal, dual lock. Weight and size: 25 kilograms, 2.0 meters overall length. The rifle's larger-than-life proportions dwarf typical sniper rifles. Muzzle velocity: about 980 meters per second, 3,220 feet per second, with API rounds. Muzzle energy: 32,000 joules, equals 23,380 feet per pound. For comparison, .50 BMG is about 15,500 joules, 11,500 feet-pound, so the 14.5 millimeter round doubles the Barrett's power. Effective range: roughly 2,000 meters for precision hits, with maximum accuracy claims approaching 4,000 meters. Some reports even cite confirmed 4,000-meter shots. Armor penetration. The rifle is designed to pierce about 10 mm steel at 1,500 meters. In field tests, it could defeat light vehicle armor and installations. Recoil management. A huge multi-baffle muzzle brake, a buffer recoil isolator, and an energy-absorbing padded stock all tame recoil. Even so, firing this is a punishing experience, reputedly comparable to the heaviest recoils any soldier can stand. In short, the Alligator uses the massive 14.5 mm round to achieve extreme ballistics. Its full-length barrel and powerful action channel the round's energy, while the frame and muzzle brake absorb the blast.
The Alligator entered combat almost immediately. Ukrainian special snipers have employed it against invading forces since 2022. Its intended role is anti-materiel, not just shooting enemy soldiers, but disabling equipment and positions. Ukrainian forces have used it to punch through armor-plated doors, destroy light armored vehicles, engines, radar dishes, fuel and ammo dumps, and other critical targets. In one noted example, a Ukrainian sniper using the Alligator scored a confirmed kill on a soldier at 2,710 meters, a distance nearly 3 times what a typical sniper rifle can reach. In August 2025, media reported an Alligator shot at 4,000 meters, though details remain unverified. These feats underscore the rifle's capability as the ultimate long arm. Elsewhere, variants of 14.5 mm rifles or KPV-based sniper weapons have seen limited use by former Soviet states, but no other major military has widely adopted a 14.5 mm rifle like the Alligator. It remains a niche special ops weapon. Its sheer power means it is normally used only to neutralize high-value equipment. For personnel targets, smaller calibers are more practical. Nevertheless, any enemy vehicle or emplacement facing an Alligator round is in serious trouble. How does the Alligator stack up against the famous big guns ahead of it? Let's compare to the Barrett .50 M82/M107 and the South African NTW-20. Barrett .50 M82/M107 fires a 12.7 by 99 mm round. The rifle weighs about 13.5 to 14.8 kilograms and is semi-auto. It launches about 45 to 50-gram bullets at about 853 meters per second, giving about 11,500 foot-pounds, approximately 15,600 joules of energy. Effective range is about 1,800 to 2,000 meters. The Barrett revolutionized sniping, but in raw punch, it's half the power of 14.5 millimeters. On camera, you can see the Alligator's round is much larger, about 62 grams versus 42 grams. Denel NTW-20. This South African anti-materiel rifle can fire multiple calibers. In its 20 by 82 millimeter variant, it unleashes about 28,500 joules at about 1,500 meters, and in the 14.5 by 114 millimeter version, NTW 14.5, about 30,675 joules with muzzle velocity approaching 3,500 FPS. It weighs 29 kilograms and carries 3-round mags. The NTW can also swap to a huge 20 by 110 millimeter round at about 37,000 joules, at the cost of more recoil and weight. In practice, the NTW's 14.5mm mode is very similar in power and range to the Alligator's. The Alligator's advantage is a slightly higher claimed range of 4,000 meters and a larger mag, 5 shots versus 3, at a slightly lower velocity. Performance summary. The Alligator 14.5mm sits between the Barrett and the 20mm NTW. Its single-shot energy, about 32 kilojoules, doubles the Barrett's and is on par with the NTW 14.5's about 30.7 kilojoules. The Alligator is heavier, about 25 kilograms, than the Barrett, about 14 kilograms, but lighter than the NTW 14.5, about 29 kilograms. Unlike the NTW semi-auto Barrett, the Alligator is bolt-action, so rate of fire is slow, a dozen shots per minute at best. But its long barrel and powerful round give it a longer reach. In short, the Barrett is light and fast with moderate power. The NTW is extreme power with heavy weight. And the Alligator is a middle path, incredible punch and range in a relatively portable package.
This rifle's 14.5mm caliber places it beyond civilian use. In the United States, for example, any rifle above .5-inch, 12.7mm, is generally regulated as a destructive device under federal law, requiring special tax stamps and approvals. In practice, the Alligator is strictly a military weapon. Even armies treat it as a specialized tool. Interestingly, a 2020 UN resolution explicitly singled out 14.5mm weapons, easing embargo rules for that caliber, reflecting that it straddles the line between heavy small arms and light support weapons. Ethically, the Alligator is an anti-materiel weapon, designed for material targets, though it can be lethal to people as well. As with any sniper rifle, its use is governed by the laws of armed conflict. Some argue that .50 caliber and larger rounds are overkill against personnel, but current law does not ban them outright. The practical restriction is that firing around
The Snipex Alligator stands as a legendary rifle of the 21st century. A 2-meter-long thunderbolt shooting 4-mile shots. In this episode 3 of Legendary Rifles, we saw how its historic 14.5mm cartridge evolved from WW2 anti-tank guns to a modern bolt-action sniper system, how its specs, 25 kilograms, 5-round mag, 980 meters per second, approximately 32 kilojoules, make it unique, and how it's compared to the iconic Barrett .50 and NTW 20 rifles. Its combat debut in Ukraine has